it's an interesting one to respond to as well because it's so unique. That's kind of what had me a little bit on ease this week is not that they wouldn't respond, not that they don't, going to go out there and scratch and claw and fight. They had a great week, but the uniqueness of what it is that we had to face, offensively, with the limited possessions, and everything that ever matters, and then defensively with the unique triple option stuff. That's what kind of got me, as those guys worked at it, just their mindset of how they were going to handle this because it is methodical. You can't get bored doing the things you're going to do. And, so that's really what kind of had me, laying awake a little bit is not how they would respond, but how they would handle, just the environment of what we had to do in the football game. I think we started off pretty good, but the thing is that's sometimes the thing that we've struggled with. Sometimes we've gotten into a groove. Last week we were really in a pretty good groove defensively at halftime, and then even the third quarter, and then things just happened, and that's where we just kept saying, can't relax. They're going to make some plays at some point in time. That's what they do. But we can't relax, we can't panic when things like that happen. And I think that's where we took a step. I've always said that when you go and you play Navy, especially when your preparations for it, it makes you go back to those basics. And not saying we're going to try to schedule them as fish leagues and things like that to the triple option, but I do and will miss some of those things that say, hey, what we're going to do in spring ball, we're going to spend a day at the triple option line because it gets you the fundamentals of what you do, and how you play, and how you got to be physical. And then in fall camp, every third night, doing the triple option stuff is so critical. Is it triple option? Yes, but is it really just a focus on the little things, the fundamentals, and not get bored doing those things?
So like when we prepare for Navy, we got a lot of respect for them. So we prepare as hard as we can. We try to stay disciplined, but sometimes we might get loose. We might get cut, so we got to play a lot of discipline this week. I know it's awesome. I got like a big advantage over it because I've been against it my whole high school career, so it was like a big week for me. It's awesome. I love playing with Briggs. It was probably one of my best games I ever played because of Briggs. Because he relieved all them double teams from me. High school Dontay might be like 8 or 9, but right now it might be 2. Coach Brady might be around here looking at me. Having them leaders, like them senior leadership, like Jabari, Briggs, all of them, just especially Malik, they all help me they say just play my game. I don't gotta be nobody else. Briggs, there was one play I think I missed a tackle, and Briggs and Jabari came to me and told me it was okay. Them leaders telling us calm down. That was a big help.
It's super important when you play a team like this because we know they're going to possess the ball, have those long drives, keep the time of possession. They have that 9-minute drive, and the key was to start fast and score. And we settled for 2 field goals early. We should have scored touchdowns, but that's something we got to keep working on, is starting fast. And when they weren't blitzing, they were playing a lot of soft coverage. So Coach Gino challenged me this week to really throw out those RPOs a lot, the hitches, the slants, the speed out. So when they give it to me, I got to take it, and that's what they're doing. Definitely, like I said last week in the press conference, you really find out about a team by the way they bounce back from a loss, and I think we did a good job this week. No one hung our heads. We got back to work, and it's really nice to get it back.
Last week, it's rough. I had a couple times just depending on what I'm doing. We may not be able to really tell too much, but there are a couple spots at times where it is a little rough to move. But it did feel better this week. I don't know if it was maybe not as many situations that it was last week, but no, it's definitely better this week. I know last week I had a lot of press coverage, so you got to move a lot more laterally, which puts more stress kind of way. But other than that, I feel pretty good. Yeah, it was they went cover 2. It was supposed to be kind of like out route to the Wallen, kind of like a short guy distance call. And actually our receivers coach was kind of behind me yelling, cover 2. So we kind of all seen it, and so I got to be alert for kind of the whole shot between the corner and the safety. And that's kind of how it worked out, caught it between the safeties and make a play. Yeah, it's huge because you need to make plays like that. It's a short down the distance type of play, and obviously trying to win. So just making sure we're on the same page and in all situations of the game, so you can connect. Because I mean, there was one pass where we actually misconnected. It was like I think we were going tempo, and they played cover 2, and I ran like a dig route, and he was expecting me to be in the first window, and I was actually in the second window, kind of expecting the ball. So plays like that, you know, where it's like you got to be on the same page, you know, because every play, especially when you face Navy, you know, every play drive is critical because you're gonna have positions.
Principal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been at my share of nipping nights since I've been here, and it's pretty electric. And you know, the biggest thing is, you know, kind of when you get in situations like that, you kind of have like kind of aha moments where you just kind of sit back and you're like, wow, like I'm really doing this. You know, like grow, you know, seeing crowds and your vision playing in front of crowds, you know, stuff like that, and that type of energy. And you know, you get in front of those crowds and things of that nature, and have those opportunities. And you're just grateful, you know, to see those things and be able to be a part of it. It's kind of just within the game plan. You know, they kind of came out and they played, you know, pretty much what we thought. And so just really, we really stressed a quick game all week. Just really getting the ball out and letting us make plays and run. We're able to do that and you know, try to set them up. You know, post routes, they finish with a lot of outs. Hopefully, gonna catch them deep. We did. But yeah, just making sure that, and as receivers, just got to be reliable target. You know, just making sure that when our opportunities do come our way, especially underneath, that we make them. You know, get the guys coming up.